that's it for this stand. Well, you can't see it, but my stand's right up the way there, a little ways, about 20 yards. And anyway, I got a really good shot right here. They're coming from out here in this field quite a bit, and they're coming from down in here. My buddy was telling me to put the stand right there in the corner. He said that nobody's going to be hunting at cedar stand this year, what they call the cedar stand, because it's getting really old and rickety. So he said nobody's going to hunt it this year. So he said to come back down here and hunt if I wanted to. I don't know how the story's going to go. I don't know how this whole ordeal's going to go. I'm going to do my best to create something amazing with this thing. Something that people are going to want to come and watch. All 3 bucks that I was after last year has not showed up. Well, here we go, folks. It's 4:20 in the afternoon. Jiminy Christmas, scared the crap out of me. Got roughly 3 hours until dark. I am heading to the stand for the first time in 2021, baby. Second day of season. Season started yesterday. I hung this stand last night, right before dark. I'm hoping it's going to turn out to be a bang-up place. There's an old road that runs right through here, and probably about 20 yards in front of me. But it's already been a heck of a start to the season, because I had my interview camera set right here on the bow hanger, which is my Phoenix 4 phone, and I went to turn it on to start the interview, and it fell out of the freaking tree. It popped out of that thing. I don't know what happened. So y'all hang with me. Deer season 2021, man. We're at it now. Well, I think I'm going to call it a night. It is getting dark. Pins on my bow is leaving. The light for the camera is leaving. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Go home and put my stuff up and eat. It was a good evening. It was a great evening. It was great being back up in the stand again. All right, well, this is hunt number 2. This is the second week of deer season. October 3rd is today. Today's my dad's birthday. God rest his soul. Wanted to kill a deer on his birthday for years, and it hasn't happened yet. The 9-point, I've been getting pictures of this 9-point for a few weeks now. Last Sunday he was there as I was climbing in the stand. It is 3:12 right now, and I got to get in there where he's been. I got to get in there. I got to trim a limb right quick. once again, we are running out of camera light. No action today, which is all right. Next week we got a home game on Saturday, so we gotta be up as early. And then Sunday I'll be able to hunt, and then Monday I'll be able to hunt. Monday's Columbus Day. So the next weekend is actually whenever I was going to start hunting anyway. So it has really cooled down. This rain that came in this week and rained for about, it rained Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, and yesterday rained 4 days. Probably really affected their traveling pattern. Poured down yesterday evening. And today was the first day without rain, so I thought we'd see deer today, which I did see deer, but it was on the way in. Anyway, we live to hunt another day. All right, what's up, y'all? We are heading to the deer stand now. It is 3:30. Get out there, probably should be able to get up in the deer stand around 4. If that happens, then we are in there at a good time. Hopefully the wind is not near as bad down in that bottom. We got like between a 10 to 20 mile an hour wind. We're gusting up to 20 miles an hour. So hopefully that's not going to be a factor in the day, but it's a good wind for that deer stand. Well, it's a little bit windy, but good news is nothing was running around whenever I was heading in here. So that's either good news or bad news. It could be bad news because meaning that they could be down there feeding right now. It's a little windy out today, but it's just some things that you gotta run into whenever you hunt is the wind. All right, I'm about set up here. I'm getting ready to walk in the woods. All I gotta do is put my binoculars on, grab my bow, and be set to go. Well, we're finally settled in. It takes me about 30 minutes to get everything set up, so it sucks. I did bump 3 deer coming in here, but they were up top up here. They probably just ate these coming out, so just going to sit here, see if anything happens tonight. It's 4:38, so hopefully we'll get some footage tonight. Hopefully Elliott decides to come through, or that pig, I don't care. I had Elliott at 20 yards. And there wasn't nothing I could do. I was packing up to leave. Like, I still had my arrow on, but I had everything else off. I even had my safety harness, the lanyard off, and fixing to climb down the tree. Had everything in my backpack, and I was fixing to climb down the tree, and I heard something walking. I said, "Here comes a deer." And I was like, well, maybe it was that doe that I got, that I got footage of. Maybe it's her. And still had my binoculars on, and I kind of threw them up right quick. And seen it was Elliott. Had no pins or nothing, and I guess he seen me move, and he just blew one time, and he just kind of leaped out of sight. He didn't like he was running. He just leaped out of sight. So I'm gonna let that place cool off for a little bit, and possibly hunt the honey hole for a while. For the next, I don't know. I had him at 20 yards, and I blew it. Hopefully he'll come back. He hadn't been in there in 2 weeks, and that's the thing. He's not been in there in 2 weeks, and he's so inconsistent. He's very hard to hunt because he's so inconsistent on when he's coming in, and he might be gone for a couple weeks, and then he'll come back, but then he'll be like right now. I'd probably seen him at 6:50, 7 o'clock, had no light down there whatsoever. But then I've had him come in at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. He's so inconsistent. He's going to be a very hard deer to kill, and I was hoping to kill him quick, so for rut I can work on a big buck. He's a nice deer, very nice deer. He's a 9 point. I've always wanted a 9 point, but what can I do? I did everything right, and had some deer. Finally seen some deer today, and unfortunately, I had my target buck that I was after come in right at dark, and I couldn't do nothing about it. So anyway, gonna go get something to eat, kind of cool off for a little bit, because I'm pretty heated up. Didn't even have no camera footage. That's how dark it was. If he would have came in 15 minutes earlier, I'd had camera footage, and I would have been on a blood trail if he would have came in 15 minutes earlier. But anyway, just going to keep grinding. Going to end part 1 right here. And y'all don't forget to subscribe to Triple TV. Turn on the notifications so you will know when part 2 comes out. Just going to have to wait another day till the torch gets passed.